part 2 of my horror collection, and let's get into it. First movie we have is a Stephen King movie. It's Stephen King's Thinners. This movie took me a while to find. I tried to find it on Amazon, or like I try to look everywhere, if you could say. But when I found it, I got it for a good price. And this one's it's interesting because it comes with the slip, and then it comes with some other stuff. That's when DVDs would give you that option, or not option, but they would just come with those type of extras. And then we have Stephen King's Silver Bullet. It's a pretty good movie. It's underrated, I think. Probably one of my favorite Stephen King movies. And now we have Stephen King's It from the 90s. This is the 90s version. This ain't the new ones. But I think this one was a much better one. It just had, I don't know, it just had more like, it was just, the new ones have too much CGI, and I just feel like it has too much going on. And I just like I like older movies better instead of like the new ones, like this one. This one was a good one, but I just feel like the CGI, too much effects, and it kind of killed it for me. But that one. And then we have part 2. This one, the first one was probably the best one. I feel like the first one was good. This one just, it sucked. Like, it just really sucked. Like, I didn't like it one bit. I don't know why I got it, honestly, but I have the first, I have the original, I have the first one, so I obviously have to get that, the part 2. But Pet Sematary 2, I don't have the first one, but I want to say this is my favorite one out of both of them. This movie takes me back to my childhood, like, honestly. A super good movie. And now we have Trick or Treat. This was pretty good. It's like, they have like stories, like there's like 4 stories in this in one movie, so that was pretty interesting. I like that. So the cover art on the disc, that's pretty tight. And then we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This one, it's the beginning. I like this one. I like the cover art on it, and I think I have a second one. Yeah, I do have a second one, but I feel like this one was it was pretty good. Like, it was okay. Like, I don't know, I like them, but I prefer this one better. Is the remake, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think this one came out in like 2003. I want to say I was like 13 when this movie came out. I thought it was pretty scary at the time, but now it's just a good watch. Like, I like to watch this movie once in a while. But now I have Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. This movie's just like, it's cheap, but it's like a good type of cheap movie, if that makes sense. I just feel like they I don't know, it's like really cheap. Like, the Leatherface character, he looks cheap, and it's a good movie. Like, I like it. I enjoy it a lot. And Tremors, I think this comes with, yeah, it comes with the 4 movies. But Tremors is a classic to me. Like, I like this movie a lot. It takes me back, this one takes me back to like 8th grade. Like, I don't know, I would just come home and watch it all the time. But yeah, this movie's a good one. And yeah. Chucky, The Bride of Chucky. This one's alright. I mostly like the music that's on this movie. The music's pretty good. I just feel like this is when Chucky got more comedy instead of scary. This movie, the Seed of Chucky, this one was okay. I keep saying that a lot, but it's okay. Like, it was funny, but it had its moments where it could have been creepy, but it wasn't that great at all. Here we go. And then this is the Curse of Chucky. This is when Chucky started, like, see, the first Chucky part 1 was probably the best one, and that's when he was scarier the most. Like, he was really scary. But this one tried to bring it back to, like, to how that was, like to the original, but it just didn't. It was good though. From Dusk Till Dawn has all 4 of the movies, but the first one is probably my favorite. Of course, it's my favorite. Part 2 is pretty good. They go to they rob a bank, and like there's all kinds of stuff that goes on in that one. But yeah, first one was the best one. Blair Witch Project. This it's kind of scared me when I was younger, and it just I thought it was a real, like, I thought it was real, like, when this movie came out. I thought it was like a real, like, so they really filmed it, they really did everything, and somebody found the tape and they just put it out. And that's how I thought about this movie. But no, it wasn't. And it's okay. Like, the new one, I prefer the original, because that new one that came out not too long ago, it was just shit. But The Conjuring, this movie brought back a lot of, like, the floor mat for, like, a lot of scary movies, because this is like one of the scariest movies that I've seen probably in the last couple years, actually. And this one still holds up a lot. I don't have part 2, but People Under the Stairs, a Wes Craven movie. This movie, it has to be probably one of my favorite Wes Craven movies. And it's like, this movie just, it feels like, it's really graphic, and it's, well, not graphic, but it's like really bad, like, how the girl gets treated and how the boy gets, like, how that guy, there's a guy that lives, I don't know what his name is, but he lives inside the walls, and they feed him. They don't feed him, so, like, he just steals food and stuff like that. All right, we got the Leprechaun, and this has all the movies you can see. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Leprechaun movies. I only watched these 2, 1 and 2. The other movies are just, I don't know, they're just terrible. Scream is probably the best one out of these 2, out of the rest of them. Yeah, I remember wearing the Scream suit as a kid for Halloween. But we have another one, another vampire movie. It's Once Bitten with Jim Carrey. This shit is too funny. It's just a really funny movie right here. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend you watching it, because this movie is just, it's a classic in my eyes. And now we have the Amityville Horror. So with these movies, the first one, well, I didn't like the first one, but the second one, that shit is just creepy. Like, the shit that happens in there, and like what goes on, and like how that the son gets abused by the dad, that shit is just terrible. Like, it's really bad. The Return of the Living Dead, one of my favorite zombie movies. This is a good one. And their eyes look just, that shit looks creepy, so. But this is a good movie. It has its moments that it's funny, but it's a good one. Hills Have Eyes, 1 and 2. The first one, I don't think I've seen the second one, but the first one is the best one. That's usually how it goes with a lot of scary movies. Like, the first one's always the best. So that's them. Back. Jeepers Creepers, 1 and 2. Both of them are good, but the first one, yeah, that shit was just, that one's scary. But that one takes me back to my childhood. All these movies, all these scary movies, it takes me back to my childhood. But this movie sucks. The House October Built, I didn't like this movie one bit. I just felt like it took too long to get scary. So it just took too long for the build up. But it's okay. I still have it. And the 2 movies I have that are on VHS, Friday the 13th Part 3, and then A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, Dream Child. I found these at Goodwill, both of them at Goodwill. And I want to say this one was, I don't have the tag, but this one was like 35 cents. And I want to say, there's a tag right there, but this one was like, I want to say it was 25 cents, but you can't pass these up. These ones, and they're not in bad condition either. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. But I got one more on VHS, and it's the Monsters Go Home. Classic movie, classic. I can't say nothing bad about the Monsters. It's a classic movie. If you haven't seen this, I recommend it. Herman Monsters, he's like, he's badass. So there it is, and that completes my horror collection of DVDs. Like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your feedback, and I appreciate it, guys. Peace.